Hey, good morning. Welcome to Keys Baptist Church. We are glad you're here this morning. Last month we had Rich Schaus come and talk to us about his ministry with the homeless out of Muskogee, and I know they'll be moving a ministry like that here into Tahlequah pretty soon, so we'll be able to help with that. But we've had a ministry here in local. Our church has already been involved in it with the FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And I thought it was about time to have John Morris come and talk to you all about what FCA does in our area and opportunities for us to back or get involved more. So I'm going to let John speak. Just so you know, John is a pretty good golfer. So if he tells you he's terrible, don't listen to him. He's just trying to hustle you. All right, I'm just telling you right now. Come on up, John.
Thank you. I'm really not that good of a golfer. Let's go ahead and watch that video. We've got a video for you first, and we'll watch that.
Your love is like radiant diamonds bursting inside us. We cannot contain. Your love will surely come find us like blazing wildfire, singing your name. God of mercy, sweet love of mine, I have surrendered to your design. May this offering stretch across the sky.
And I did notice I didn't have any Keys pictures in there. I'm sorry, Jordan, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. But anyway, I will fix that next time. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I heard this was the 2-hour session. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure. No, I'm only kidding. My name's John Morris. I'm from Lawrence, Kansas. I coached at Haskell Indian Nations University for about 30 years, and I absolutely loved coaching. But, you know, I'm a pastor's kid. My mom and dad were home missionaries for the Southern Baptists, and I was that kid that was not a very good kid. I was the pastor's kid that everybody talked about. I tried not to get in trouble as much as possible, but somehow, some way it found me. So I lived half my life the way that John Morse wanted to. And then one day, it took Promise Keepers. Men's, do we know what Promise Keepers is? I went to Promise Keepers, and man, I'm telling you, God just talked to my heart. I was sitting on the 13th row. Dr. Tony Evans was preaching, and for some reason, we locked eyes. And while he said these words, he said, God's calling you to be a Christian husband, a Christian man, and a Christian dad, okay? And really what, you know, and I don't know why he was looking at me. There were 80,000 other guys there. But he was talking to me, and that was the moment the Lord said, okay, John Morris, you need to make up your mind what you want to do. And I did. I said, okay, God, I do want to be all those things. And being a Christian pastor's kid, but living my life, I said, God, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Well, what happened was I walked into my office after apologizing to my wife the rest of the weekend about the way I treated her and my kids, and walked into the office on Monday morning, and lo and behold, there was an FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, email, and it said, how would you like to run a huddle? And God was saying this, run a huddle. And I did for 23 years. I did not know that huddle was helping me to be at this moment, at this time, at this place. And so, as you can see the pictures, I go a lot of different places. I go to a lot of schools. I have 49 schools here in Cherokee, Adair, and Delaware County. I'm on the road all the time. If you don't believe me, friend me on Facebook and you can look at my travels and just see where I go. Here's the favorite Bible verse that I have after I said, okay, God, I'll do whatever you want me to. I'll do it. And it says this in Matthew 28. It says, then Jesus came near and said to them, all authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Go, therefore, and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe everything I have commanded you. And remember, I am always with you to the end of the age. What is FCA? FCA is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Sport plus faith equals FCA. We have last year over 110,000 campers at all of our camps across the nation. We had over 20,000 huddles certified in the United States, and we're in 115 different countries, so we're pretty global. And so there are guys like me. I'm a rep. I'm a field rep. I go and I build relationships with coaches and student athletes, and I tell them about Jesus. Because here's our vision. Our vision is to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. And if you don't know this, you can tell on every Saturday, every Sunday, every day, just like my shirt says, every day is game day in America. There's a game going on somewhere, okay? The mission is to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and his church. Now, here's what we think about FCA. FCA is not the church. Here's the church. You guys are the church. We go in, we talk to coaches, we check on them, we see how they're doing, we invest in them, we find out more about them. I try to find out who the Christian coaches are, and then we try to build off of that. We try to build huddles. We try to build in Bible studies. We try to build in everything that you can imagine through Jesus Christ and being able to share that with them. Our values are integrity, serving, teamwork, and excellence. And one of the things that we love to do is we love to come in and work. We have you guys here in Keys at the high school and at the junior high level probably have two of our best huddles going in our 3 counties. Jordan does a great job with her huddle. She does it. She invites me. She always has something for the kids, and she does a great job at her junior high school. One of the things that we've tried to do with those huddles is this. We go in and we try to engage. We always talk to kids just like I'm talking to you. I found out there's a brother here, Mr. Turtle, that actually knows my brother that I barely even know. He lives in Arizona. I think I've seen him once last century. But anyway, I didn't know we were that close, Mr. Turtle. But anyway, but it's about engaging. It's about getting to know people. It's about doing that so that we can do the next part. We got to equip people. We come to church to get equipped, right? Okay? We're reading, okay? We are taught how to read the Bible. We absolutely need to pray every day, okay? That's another big thing that we try to incorporate prayer. And then we meditate on God's word every single day. And here's the big one, because you got to do it. You got to love people, right? Jesus loved you so much that he was willing to die for you. And we can't tell our neighbor that we love him. Okay? That's a big thing that's going on right now. We see a lot of people, we're friends, but we're supposed to do this. We're supposed to love each other no matter what. No matter where you're from, no matter what you're doing, we need to love each other. And the last thing is we need to share a Jesus story every single day. Okay, Jesus story. It doesn't have to be your testimony. It doesn't have to be the 15-minute testimony. It can be this. And I tell kids this all the time. Hey, guess what? I got up this morning. That's a Jesus story. There's a lot of people that didn't wake up this morning, okay? And so just share your Jesus story. Just love on people, and it'll be good. It'll be real good. Okay, so real quick, I know here's one of the things that I'm just going to read a couple of these. I did this list for FCA last year. Okay, here's what I did. Fort Gibson Golf Tournament, Kansas Golf Tournament, Salina High School Huddle, Coaches Meeting, the Oklahoma State Coaches Meeting. Let's see, NSU Basketball Camp, Chickasaw Golf Camp, Panhandle Golf Camp, Northeastern Oklahoma Golf Camp, NSU Basketball Golf Camp, or camp. Let's see what else. Mounds Watermelon Feed, NSU Basketball Camp, Sequoia Softball Game. I got to go to the Seminole Reservation last year, and Fields of Faith. That's just to name a few of the things that where I went and what I did. And here's what we did at a lot of them. We hand out Bibles, we hand out T-shirts, we distribute watermelon, and we absolutely had a Fields of Faith where we were able to bring an NSU student athlete, and a couple of the high school kids would share their testimony, and we all got together in the middle of the football field with the lights on. It's the best, okay? So we're doing things like that in your community, and just being able to do that has been huge. Here's my brag about Jesus. This is what he did. If you're from around here and you know about the area, Marietta schools were, they were sued a couple years ago because they had missionaries in their school. And one kid complained. And so they had a lawsuit brought for 2 years. Nobody spoke Jesus in that school. Last year we had a huddle. We had probably about, I would say we had almost 50 kids in that huddle. And we shared Jesus Christ. And here we go again. So, you know, one of the big things is just being able to be there, be available, and just be able to share Jesus with each and every kid, with each and every coach. How do you get involved? Okay, here's a couple things. You can be an athlete. Now, some of you guys, you boys, are way too old to be athletes. Okay, but anyway, you can be a coach. You can be a volunteer. And what I mean by being a volunteer is this. You can come help me at any event that we do. And there's all kinds of events. I have cards today. If you want to make yourself available for that, there's always that opportunity. And of course, to be a donor. It takes money to be able to do ministry. I don't care what anybody says. Now, here's the way I look at it. I go do ministry first, then I worry about the dollars. Because that's just all there is to it. Because God has called me into this area to do that thing. But I also know this, that he's going to take care of me. He's not going to call you somewhere and leave you hanging, okay? All right? And I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you so much for having me, Scott. I appreciate all that you guys do. And let me tell you something. You guys have been a big help during the summers when we do golf camp. You guys are always participants in helping us with golf camps, and we really appreciate it. And I'll be here the rest of the day. Thank you.
Like you said, yep. Like John said, he'll be here through our potluck dinner. So grab a hold of him, ask him how you can help. Some of you don't know, and we don't brag about it to let you know probably as much as we should. But we do help every summer, and we've helped with some other FCA events through your giving. We don't have to ask for extra money because the church is faithful, so we just meet those needs as they come up. But a great opportunity maybe for you to get in contact with him, maybe to help him more in ministry. So we want to spotlight opportunities for us to get involved.